Well, howdy, howdy. It's Thursday. Are you ready for some thoughts? Because I think P's full of them. This is P over here.
Eb over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together
We are PM Artist Studio.
It is Thursday Thoughts today, so lots of thoughting. A bit more going through prints.
I'm going to go through the prints that we did the other day so we can decide, what needs more.
Hey, we got some new stencils to show today. We decided, because we have lots of new stencils coming up, we are going to show a set from us, from the, Brad created them. So then that way there isn't like a ton on Sunday, because on Sunday we have more coming along with stamps. You look kind of tired all of a sudden there.
I look tired?
Yeah, you need to pep up there.
I'm not tired. Okay. I'm in good shape. I was listening to you
attentively. Fantastic. Okay, well.
Sometimes I get tired when I look at you too. Could be it.
Had something to do with me, I guess. Okay, lots of very cool things happening over in our Facebook group. That's the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group. If you aren't part of it, you should be, because we have lots of fun over there. Keep an eye out in the chat. There will be a link. One of our mods or Lightbot will just kind of drop it in there. She's good about that too. But there is a link. You can answer the questions and then we'll let you in. Most likely. Most likely. We have, so already this month, there is at the top, the featured area. You'll want to look for the tag swap. Joni has posted that. I think you have until the 7th to sign up. Judy P has put the information on doing the collage challenge up. I have not seen the color one. I know somebody was asking there in the chat about it. I would assume maybe that's tomorrow. Ask Ann. She's the director.
If you don't know anything, just ask Ann.
She's in charge.
We should just have that listed at the top of the page.
Don't ask us. We don't know.
I don't know anything.
Ann lets me know when I need to know something, which is fantastic. I love this.
I do too. She messages me and says, Patricia,
I need you for this. Fantastic. Okay, so that's the stuff that's kind of going on there. Of course, the Makers Creative Collab just kicking off. If you are a channel and you have more than 100 subscribers, reach out to myself or Sharon, because she's also, she heads that up here lately. That's the Creative Collab. We would be able to get you in probably at this point, but we are saying that if you are a channel, we would like you to kind of participate in Makers maybe 1 or 2 times as a non-YouTuber, just to kind of get a feel for it. But keep that in mind for those of you that do have channels. Reach out, let us know, and we'll kind of get the process going, because there's some things that you need to know. There's guidelines and things. It's not willy-nilly.
Yeah.
Some things we do are. That ain't one of them. Joni said, did you get her message today? No, she hasn't really even, I don't think, been on her laptop. It's buried. Judging by the pile over her.
I meant to, and I was headed there. But
yes, she will be participating in the tag swap. She just is not,
I haven't made it over there to do that.
Yes.
I had intentions of doing that, and by the time I got back upstairs, I already squirreled it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's move on into saying hello to people. If you haven't said hello in the chat, please say hello there. If you want to hang out in the background, that's totally fine, but do give those thumbsy upsies. This is the beginning of the stream, so it's mucho importante. Very much appreciated as well. If you're new to the channel and like what you're seeing, awesome. Subscribe, ring the bell, do all that, because we do this 3 times a week. There's all that business. Alrighty. Ooh, do turn your chat to live chat. That way you don't miss anything. I saw Darcy was yes. Okay. Got the major things there. I must say hello to some peoples. Alright. Ooh, we have quite the list. Here we go. Ready?
Right. I'm ready.
Okay. We've got Anne, Miriam, Barbara. We've got Barbara Cabrera, Barbara Poole, Belinda, Terry, Darcy, Dana, Debbie. Oh, hello, Debbie. I believe you are new. Diane, Gina. I'm so glad you're back. Griffin Shell. That is Rhonda Dona. I have been corrected. P was right. I was wrong. And I apologize about that, Rhonda. I really do. Alrighty. Let's see. Okay, Griffin Shell. We got the G's. We've got Ibarra Creations as Nisi, Isabel, Jacqueline, Jamie, Jolly John's here, Joni, Judy P, Kimberly, Lee Gale, Lynn Nygaard, Marcia Markle, Martha, Nightbot. She's the one you want to watch for as far as dropping information. We've got Patty Fulton. Hello, Reverend Sonia, Sirius Hecka. That's Lisa, Susan Dufresne, Texture Junkies. That's Sharon, Trish Coogan. And I would assume if Trish is here, then that means Evie's here. And I don't know why my list just went super short and all wonky. So if I missed you, blame it on YouTube because
Yeah.
it just took a bunch of things away from me. I do not. I like it just went.
Oh, the Facebook. I can't. I see. I make a comment and then I put my comment in, and then it goes away
it's been
and it
weird.
shoots me clear back to the top. And by the time I have to go all the way back down again, and I forget where I was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just terrible. I don't know what's wrong with that.
Shall I go topside?
Yes, you may.
Okay. You are now topside. Ooh, that seems really close.
What?
I don't know.
Well, I'm going to turn this up like this so I can read it because I can't read it
Fair
flat.
enough.
Okay, well, so I was going through looking for some stuff
Uh-huh.
and whatnot, and so I found this, Fran. And this was when we kind of put it out there and said, you know, what do you think is unique about this group? Why do you like it? You know, tell us all about it.
That was-
Well, I just, there's a whole bunch of new people here, so I thought they needed to hear this because this
Hey, Fran.
is one of the ones I had Mariah make a hard copy of. Why do I like this group? Let me
Lisa
think.
made us hello.
I feel at home here, comfortable and relaxed. I seem to have found like-minded people and artists willing and eager to share both information and fun, to say nothing of the excellent stencils. There is an inventiveness in both P and M that is pushing the boundaries yet willing to explore, not just forward but backwards too. Old ideas, new ideas. Twist it, poke it, prod it, spread it about. There's a willingness to listen as well as a generosity of spirit in explaining techniques in detail and explaining why things do or don't work. There's a whole multitude of lifetimes of experience here from Patricia and Mariah, spreading out through the whole group.
Oh.
There is humor and lightheartedness of spirit, and there is the nitty-gritty, the poopiness, the mucky-muck, the inappropriate stories, Gloriana, the mappiness, the ancient documents, the vertigris, the golden and the black, the solid and the faded, the soft and the strong, and don't even get me started on the textures. Basically, there is variety. I don't know how to define it. It's just a wonderful place to be.
Oh.
And every time I read that,
I don't know. You choked me up.
and here, Fran, this was attached. This is hooked through one of the.
Did you do that on purpose? or
No, it's how it came.
That's hilarious.
It is. And
Want
I
Fran's
really-
tomatoes.
yeah, it's on there. I don't know. It may be a permanent part of the. Now I want to keep that in my book because that's very precious to me.
Yes. And hello
Okay.
to those of you coming in, Deb and Eddie and Crafting with Diane. All right. Or Kim Diane. Sorry,
Yes.
Kim.
And I wanted to remark on this. This is some things that a couple of days ago, I'm obviously the 30th, and this one was the 29th. And I just wrote that down because it was when everybody was sharing their ATCs and all of the stuff that they made.
Mm-hmm.
And Colleen McKeeman,
Mm-hmm.
she posted this. And it's a quote from Adam Savage, and I didn't even know who it was from, but, you know, I've heard this quote before. Jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one. I've never heard that last part with that, and I love that. I think that totally describes mixed media.
Yes. And it's meant to be a compliment and not, what a lot of people take it as these days is,
as something negative.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I wanted to comment on the remarkable variety of ATCs that I see. I'm so blessed and proud to be involved with all of you in Makers and the generous extras. Woohoo! I mean,
Yeah.
I was a little intimidated. I was like going, I don't know if I
I think we're falling down
Andied
our
up
job.
quite. I mean, considering, I've got piles and piles. It's just a matter of
Maybe we should start doing it. We need a little like section if we cleaned off the table over there and then just made little bins.
Well-
and that way we could just start, filling up little bins and then make packets, and this place would be glorious. And
well, as strange as it may seem today, when I was over there looking for, I've got this, and it's not even really a journal, and it's super
It's
old
yeah.
because it's back when we were still doing alcohol inks and Mr. Huey sprays and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even have a gel plate yet, or I had one, but I was intimidated, and
Right.
I had one gel plate. So, yeah, that's how it starts. It's the gate. It's the gateway art project that leads you into.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, I was digging around over there, and I found a whole packet of already finished tags. The problem is they don't really have something to go with them yet.
Right. So
That's
she
kind of
kept-
how I do things.
Mhm.
I just wait until till it reaches a mass of, okay, now look, we've got enough to do something with this. And Gail Agostinelli, she does the very same thing, so I'm in good company. Okay, one more thing here.
Hi, Michelle, and congrats. She's doing really well on Instagram. She's like slaying it.
Oh, all right.
That's something to be proud of. I tell you, I don't know. I'm frustrated with Instagram. Maybe she
I-
let you take over.
I
my
just
Instagram.
go over there sometimes because Mariah tells me to. I don't
I
have
totally
any
like
idea
that.
how to do it or
No.
anything. I'm not a member of the Instagram.
Aw, Joni, that's so sweet. She says she doesn't go to any other groups anymore. We won't tell anybody.
Hey,
All your friends are here.
I'll tell you a little secret. I
Sure.
really don't either, unless I'm checking out something that one of you posted about something else.
Yeah.
Then I go there. Okay, so Mary C. Fessler posted this in Makers. A whole article about Hilma af Klint. You need to read that because she was a phenomenal artist. And they didn't even know about her till after she'd been dead for a while, and they found a whole bunch of her paintings in a barn or something. Yeah. Because her style is very modern, very angular, very bunches of different shapes. She incorporated the color wheel, the whole spectrum of the color wheel into different shapes and forms, and very, very interesting. Okay.
Carrie said it was a fascinating read. Hello, Hawaiian Brat.
All right. Done with that. Now, I'm on to my
Hello, Devin.
Arty sermon here. Okay. So, the big question today is, what is my reason, my motivation, my desire in doing art? Whatever the reason, some sense of satisfaction is being derived from the process of producing art. That's what I say. Okay, so then the next question here is, and I've seen people say, really the reason I'm over here in this group is because I'm just burnt out and I didn't feel like doing art anymore, for whatever reason. And so my question is, what has changed when suddenly my feelings toward my art are not what they were? That sense of fulfillment initially experienced is now lacking. And I sort of, that was rhetorical. There are many reasons for this, and the only one to be able to demystify it is
Amen.
me, myself, and I. So to that extent, I'm going to just talk about this, and I'm not going to spend a big amount of time on it. If you want to know more about it, these things are available in our shop, the Design Matrix,
Yep.
and the definitions and questions about it are there for you.
Yeah, free
And
downloads.
I would highly recommend to, especially if you're looking at your art and you're going, I need something, but I just don't know what it is. And I see that question a lot. And I have answered that question sometimes. And sometimes I don't even know in my own art. I mean, I know.
She gets a little, and I'm like, well, what's your deal? She's like, I don't know. I'm off. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't feel it yet. And so, anyway, I'm just going to ramble on here. In a world where we are confined, isolated, both physically and mentally, the need to connect, to be a part of a bigger picture becomes acute. That search for a safe haven where we can be ourselves may not be a physical one due to health, turn page, issues, or physical distance. So we are searching for those people who allow us to be who we are without judgment or censure, acceptance, acknowledgement, and delight in our eccentricity, in our differences. Pardon me. Because only then is it safe to share those exceptional qualities only we have. I can be me. I can share my doubts, insecurities, fears, only to the extent that I believe those listening will be kind, accepting, and help me work through this, whatever it might be. Know that there is value in each and every work, and being able to see and recognize it is up to each of us. Take what you want, need, and leave the rest behind. Okay, that is basically my art sermon for today. Now, I'm just going to talk very, very quickly and use the design matrix just ever so slightly, because I think that you all know Eva Macy. She's a force. And I don't even know Eva's age. I really do not, and I don't need to, because she's young at heart, and her artwork is very out there. It's very modern.
But it's very sophisticated.
And intellectually challenging as well as visually challenging. And I think that when you put all of those together in one thing, this here is what happens. And this is a digital.
Yeah, I don't even know the actual size, and I don't know if she did this digitally. Because, she does a lot of her stuff on the iPad.
Yes. Anyway, it's done with something related to technology that I obviously do not understand, nor do I really need to appreciate it, because I love it. I love everything about it, and I want to talk about why it is such a successful work of art. Number one,
it does kind of look like Lady Gaga. It might be.
She has, in the first paragraph of a book, if you can capture your audience, they'll read the rest of it. Here's the capture. Then look at this lovely line. This line brings you in. And then it brings you around here, and all of a sudden you're going, oh my gosh, there's a face there. I didn't really see it until I followed around. And I had, on the computer, it was
it's
very,
yeah.
But this is really, she has repeated her colors. She's repeated her lines. She's repeated her shapes, and created this sort of mysterious sense of, you don't really know if it's there. Is it a real person? Is it somebody that I should know, or is it somebody that we all know and recognize there? That person in there.
Yeah.
And I think that it's just lovely. It's well composed.
I don't think, Raoul, I don't think it's a jelly print. I think it is,
No, I know it's not a jelly print, because you can see, I'm going to bring it up. Can you see some of the the texture.
It was digitally collaged.
Yes.
Now, knowing Eva, most of the pieces and parts and everything are something that she created probably in real life, and then she either, she scans them in, takes pictures, or however she does that, and then she manipulates them in Procreate. So, everything that Eva does is original, and she's quite adamant about, like, she is so good about staying within, like, copyright and things like that. Like, she knows what she's doing.
very cognizant of that,
Yes.
and I do appreciate that very much. All right, so let's just go through the matrix here very quickly. Okay, can you see the matrix at the same time you see the print?
No, you're gonna have to choose or go side by side. There you go, perfect.
Can I see them? Okay.
Most part, yeah.
All right, you have the elements over here and you have the principles up here. Balance. This is very balanced. She's repeated enough here that it feels like it is unified. The focal point, and I think that this is what's really wonderful. You see this first, but then you follow the line. And the focal point is balanced here with this face. Okay? All right. Variety. She has enough color variety that it's interesting, but enough repetition that she still has unity. Rhythm, movement, the lines.
The tumbling leaves.
The leaves coming in. The leaves repeated around here create that sense of rhythm and movement. Scale and proportion, I don't think that necessarily applies here, except it really does, because if the face had been much larger, this would not have worked.
Well, it does play in, because the blue area, which you kind of go to as your focal point to begin with, is balanced with the size of the face. And just like P said, if one was any larger than the other, then it wouldn't
work. And I think if the face were any smaller, it would sort of get lost, and it wouldn't take you where you need to go here with this size.
Now, Eva does not have a YouTube channel, but I will tell you this. She has a shop on Etsy. And if you want to learn how to do the citrusol thing and all of that, she has written books.
Yeah.
And they're downloadable and purchasable on Etsy. I don't have that link, but I will get it to you here in just a moment.
Okay, so I'm not going to talk about each one of these here because I've already talked about color. But the contrast here. You have this colorful area, and then you have this sort of a gradation of gray here. And that contrast is what makes you look at the face.
Yeah.
Eva, thank you so much for allowing me to do that. I appreciate that. And I know that everyone there appreciates it.
Oh, yeah, and she does share in Makers. She was out of Makers there for a little bit. I think she wanted a little break because she was getting her knee surgery.
She was, getting her physical being back
She is
together.
back to posting, and I think she even made it down to her studio, she said the other day. So very excited.
Yes.
I'm happy that she's feeling well and getting back in her, back into the studio.
Back into the studio. All right. One last thing before we get started on. I don't know who made this because they didn't put their name on it.
And we think it was either Marsha Markle or Christy Hartman, because it just has that their feel of it about them. But no, they didn't sign it. So.
And I did put a date on it. But isn't it absolutely wonderful? And it's got Izzy's little drawings on it. I mean, it's very precious. But I found this tucked away, and I'm going to now give it to Mariah.
See, that's why things don't get marked and whatever.
Okay, we have new stamps.
Yes.
Did I stamp something? I stamped something.
Aww. Darcy mentioned Izzy in her recent video, the pop-out bird she did. Oh, okay. Well, will you put a link in the chat, Darcy? You can do that.
All right, of course it's on the bottom. What was I thinking? Oh, my brayer's holding everything down. Don't need you quite yet to do that. Okay. All right, I'm going to talk about this in a minute. I'm going to talk about that in a minute.
Thursday thoughts are done.
Yeah, Thursday thoughts are done. Done. Poke a fork in it. Done, 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 done. Okay, here we are. This one and then this one, right? Yes. The filled in one, and then this one.
Yeah, which we call, like, there's standard and then, like, reverse.
And I went ahead and stamped the edges of these because these are brayer offs as I was working on my color transparency thing that, you know.
Aw.
It didn't quite turn out as well as I wanted it to because I ran into some problems with my pots of paint over here oh, look at that. See that? That's what color that is. Isn't that nice? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through all these prints today and we're going to decide what needs more. Right?
Yes.
Now, I wrote down here my little numbers on my pots of paint when I had them. This red was crimson with...
yeah, she tweaks it on Thursday, and then we're going to talk about it some more on Thursday. These are thoughts on the tweaks.
Yes.
We're thoughting on tweaking.
Absolutely.
There might be some more tweaking happening, too.
Pardon me. Okay, so... those of you who've been here for a while, you know that I mix up these pots of paint. And unfortunately, a lot of them have dried up.
Yeah, it's been a little while. I think we do need to go through them.
I do. I already threw away a couple that I could not bring back. I mean, they were solid.
Solid.
And I just didn't feel like it was worth my effort to try to get them out of there. So I just... Oh, my ear just came in.
Hello.
And now I don't have to talk so loud.
How are you doing? I don't have to talk so loud. That would be super.
Gosh.
I feel like I'm yelling at her all the time.
Oh, that's fabulous. I'm not hollering down a tunnel. That may be temporary, but we must strike while the iron is hot. Okay.
Hey, Paula.
All right, so I put this down on top because, you know, I think that you get your biggest bang for your buck when you do the transparent stuff. But that is not to say that opaque doesn't have a place. Because if you want to come in and you want to do a pattern over something, and you want the pattern to show, then that's the place where you use the opaque. And that's what remember this purple is about as opaque as you can possibly get. Because, I mean, it is like, whoa. Unless you dilute it down a whole bunch.
Yeah.
And then it's not. Okay, so we're going to visit that and talk about that more as we do each print. But, back to this before, okay.
There'll be none of that.
Highly recommend that you go through your paints and you use the little, this little thing.
The swatch thing. That is also available as a free download from our website.
This is going to help you avoid costly and emotionally traumatizing mistakes.
Depends on how long you've been working at that print.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden you whap something on there and you lost the whole thing. Okay, the reason I sympathize that, I've done it. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've done it. And just, you know, so frustrated I just wanted to, well, sometimes I do scream.
Yeah, sometimes there's some hollering up here.
Yeah, sometimes there is. Anyway, it really is worth your time to get acquainted with your paints.
Thank you.
You know, learn who's friendly and who's works with what. And, you know, if I go over this with this color, well, what's going to happen? And, you know, just that kind of thing. Get out your color.
And it's awesome to have it on the jar because,
yes,
you know, having a little book out, that's great. And swatching them just for, you know, that's fun. But actually having them on the paint
itself, it saves you. You know, how many times have I referred to that when I'm like, okay, let me see. Do I want that? I don't know. Because I don't know about you, but I don't have room for that book anywhere here. I mean, if it hung down from the ceiling and I could access...
Oh, that'd be great.
You know, like those... I love those science fiction movies where, you know, I watched the Wakanda Forever with Brad last night. And I love this thing that they have up there and they're just, you know, doing this and that. I need one of those things up there that I can do this with. Yeah. Okay. Do this. You will be happy that you did. And even if it's for a special project, you can go and you say, okay, well, I don't really like that color that I have in the background there, but I don't want to lose my pattern.
Oh.
What can I use?
Rhonda has a great question. She says, how many strokes go on the test strips? Here's the best way to do it, and he's particular because sometimes I don't do it right. You kind of need to start out heavy, then go to light. Because then you know, like, okay, if I put a thin layer, I'm going to get this. If I go heavy, I'm going to get this.
And I like the dark, medium, and light value range there because that's letting you know, okay, well, if I have a really dark color down, I'm going to be able to see this one over the top of it. But if I have a really kind of, you know, light value, it's not going to show up. And I can't remember.
Hello, Heather. Welcome back.
What? Did we see that someplace or did we just decide that?
Well,
what was our original?
Because Golden has the thing on there.
Golden has the thing, yes.
But our gripe about that is they're all black bars.
Yeah.
Well, okay, but I want to know if I have a gradient of a design here, you know, for instance, you know, if I was to put over that, well, what am I going to get? Because that's going to be different.
Well, it's going to block out almost everything except the really dark black.
And that's kind of one of the poopy sticker ones. I tried to laser print them, but for some reason those laser printed stickers that I have,
They're such
it kept
poo-poo.
flaking. I don't know. It's very weird paper. It didn't laser print. Yeah, I'll get you into the room. 1 second. Got to take the cat.
They locked Kitty out of the bedroom. Okay, good enough for that. I'm going to put that there because I might want to refer to that again. All right, now this one right here is one of the prints that I pulled the other day that was just had a little bit of stuff on it. Was very light. So what I started doing is I remembered the colors, and I kept my little thing up here, I think. Oh, come on. Yes, here it is, here it is, here it is.
Okay, so let's see. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so I think you need a diploma in the Techie P. Don't have one, so I get lost with a thingy from the ceiling. Yeah, I don't, what, friend? It's funny. I don't know what she's saying, but it's funny.
Yeah. Okay. Fran, you're going to like this. You're going to like this a lot. Okay, see this up here? That was, well, actually, I put it down on the paper, and I was like, I didn't remember what it was. And it's Black Flash Folk Art Color Shift. And, well, and I was looking at this, and I'm going, well, this is... Oh. After Black Flash.
Because you mixed it up into one of your...
The reason I had to is because when I received these, one of the things had broken a little tip down here and it was leaking out into the... So I had to save it.
Yes.
And I did save most of it. But then I added a little bit more of soupiness to make this soupy and come out.
Yes.
But this one, even though this is the one that stuck and mucked up my plate, and I had to pull it with the standard.
Oh yeah, did you show them
turquoise.
the gunky gook on the side, and did you hold it up into the technology?
I did not. Here.
Aw, Lisa loves your paint pots.
I do love them also, and I forget them. But I think one of the reasons that I really wanted to kind of bring them back, all of the colors that you see here are from my paint pots. I highly recommend you go over and look at, see?
That is also a free download on our website.
Isn't this wonderful?
Now, there are probably a few.
That I have, well,
But for the most part,
yeah, and you can instant message me and ask me about anyone that you mixed it up and it didn't
ask
work
me
out.
about my paint pots.
If it didn't work out, you just ask me and I will tell you because it might not have gotten an update.
Yeah.
But the update has been noted in the book. It just hasn't made it to the website yet.
Yes.
Okay, now back to this transparency thing. What is wonderful about that? Okay, so you can, and the reason I kind of put them, I overlap them is because I think you can see. Here's what happens when I overlap the blue with that pink. And then here it happens again. And here it happens over the orange. Well, that's kind of a poopy orange. Yeah, and that's this one, and I'm just less than, I don't know. I need to do something to that. It's kind of a, I don't know, it's a wannabe color. And here, and you can see there's a little yellow there, but here it's another color is over the top of it, and here's the red down here, and the red is very, very strong. I needed to add some more, you can see it right here. I needed to add, even though it shows up here, it's way too strong. Oh, it has an O on the bottom. That means opaque, duh. Okay.
This is like following her password key thing. It's only one person really knows. It's safe.
Okay, look at this. Isn't this wonderful here? So we've got yellow underneath. It's a turquoise, and then it went over this kind of pinky red stuff there.
Yeah.
Isn't that great? And then this is some more of this stuff down here. So why am I making all of these things? Well, one of the things that Mariah and I do like to do, and we work well together here. And I told her, I said, I really sometimes wish that we had a camera for the down over there and the down over here.
We don't have a computer that is beefy enough. We're already running basically the webcam here, plus 2 other cameras, mics, and everything else.
And lights.
Well, that doesn't have anything to do with the computer, but yeah.
Yeah, our poor little computer is overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did the same thing with this. First of all, I did the I printed the background. You can see here in that diazonine purple. But then I went over it with circles and squares. But isn't that just, I mean, it's not going to happen if you don't have your transparent colors.
That's a lovely idea. So Susan says maybe start a paint pot thread in Makers, so that way the questions and answers can be available to anyone, and then they can just look it up. Fantastic. I will post that.
Oh, wow.
If she doesn't know how to create it. And then anybody that has questions, and I'll make sure she's tagged on it, so that way she always gets the notifications. Fantastic. Hopefully I'll remember to do that. If not, Susan, can you remember me to do that when I...
Yeah, send her an instant message. Okay, so this was a piece of brayer. Oh, sorry.
I was just talking. No, I was saying hi.
Oh. Brayer off, and you can tell it's like really crappy paper.
It's the stuff that usually comes like with the Amazon shipments, I think.
Yeah, and your shoes.
And the shoe stuff.
Wrapped up in your shoes. So I just started stamping on here. And you can see, here's my blue, which is opaque. Y'all know that that's like one of my favorite blues. I don't know why. And actually, it was one of the pots that was over here. I don't know which one, but it was old paint, so it didn't print very well, which was kind of nice because it just, left
Is it
a
that
little.
one?
Could be. I didn't write it down.
I mean, that looks kind of darker in the pot, but...
I don't think so, because this has a bit of iridescent. Yeah. It's very, 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 very transparent.
Yeah, that one.
A lot of these pot colors that you see here, you will notice they have the U.S. Art Supply, the iridescence in them. I just didn't use a lot. The yellow, for instance. This yellow. And then
that's your blue right there.
You think it is this
I think
one?
That one.
Sure could be. Yeah, that looks, and I can tell you because it's really gooey. Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Well, give them the number in case they're downloading that chart.
There's no number.
Then it's not in the book. I tell you, lady. Oh, no. Okay, here's the story behind her little O pots. Because I got an O for you. So she just grabbed up old paints that were just sitting over there.
And the tubes, and some of them were already, I had to really get them to come out.
Plus they're opaque. So any of the
Most
O's
of
on them,
yeah.
they aren't what
They're
just straight.
old opaque paints.
Yes, old opaque. The O
Yeah.
O.
Oh. That's pretty funny. Okay, spin a little list around. Okay, yeah, this is a good one. You'll want to go and make this one. This one is O 20B. 020B. Now, that I know is a later one because it's got the B on it. Any one with just a single number, those were my early, oh, isn't this wonderful? Actually, this is not as...
What is that one?
As, this is number 3.
Ah, actually in the book.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
and it is very transparent. I don't know that it has, I don't think it has any,
For those of you that are coming in, welcome. Please say hello in the chat. We would love to say hello back. For those of you that have been hanging out, just kind of enjoying things, please do give those thumbsy upsies. We very much appreciate it. Now, if you're interested in what we're doing here, these are little pots of paint. The ones that have numbers are actual like custom mixes that you can download the sort of recipe guide. Again, loosely used term there, recipe. It gives you some basics.
it's like French cooking.
Yes, there we go. Hello, Carolina.
So that is extremely transparent. But look what a nice little shimmer it gives to that yellow and dulls it down just a bit. This is the other thing that are wonderful about your transparent paints. You can control and manipulate the colors just because you're putting something else on top of it. Oh, look, this is like, I think this is my step after. Maybe.
No, this was the try to recreate the
Oh, that's
patina
right.
from Tim Holtz.
I'm running out of room here.
But we made the transparent version.
Yes,
Well, she
and
made
you
it.
can see it's not terribly, and it's, I doubt that I could even use it on my gel plate because it's so sticky. That kind of is what happens. Okay, here's 0210. I can tell you this has some metallic in
Yeah.
it. Ooh, look at that.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. But again, it's a pearlized, glazy kind of thing. Does that make sense?
Oh, Linda, you're welcome.
Okay, here is 02, mucked up my number, 30. It's a really nice blue.
Oh, thanks for the super chat, Judy. What do you mean? Peace pot link, is there a preference? That was very hard to say with all the P's.
Ooh, that's nice.
Which
I
one?
need to
Yeah.
make up some more of that.
What's that one?
What's that one? That was 0230.
Oh, good.
That was a good one. But it's really sticky, and I can't. I don't think I could use it on the plate. I'll have to redo this
It's become more of a maybe a paste.
Yeah, it's something you rub on.
It's a rub on now.
This is rub on. Oh, this is just kind of fun. I hope y'all are entertained by this. If you're not, we can move on. Here's number 17. And I can tell you right now, this color's been altered a few times.
Well, we've got 106 people according to my concurrent viewer thing here. So, you know.
I absolutely adore this color.
Oh, Anthony has new wood in his shop. So he picked up some walnut and tulip wood.
Oh.
Those of you looking for barons, Anthony's your guy.
I don't know this tulip wood business.
What's tulip
I understand what, now here's number 15. Okay, this is a really good one.
Oh, the little jars. Yes. I think on our commonly used, like if you go over to our blogs and anywhere that we talk about paint or creating the paint pots, there's a blog. There will be a link to these exact paint pots. If you want me to find it, I can. No problem. I can put it in the chat, but...
Yes, and I like this size better than the ones with... They'll show you these. These are wider, but they take up more real estate. This is the one that I almost wore out using it as a Baron.
Yeah.
So they offer these, but I don't like them as well as I do these. All right, moving right along. What do we got here? Oh, this is kind of a minty green. This is nice. Let me see. Oh, this is a 6. See, I underlined it.
Yeah, I told her to do that. I was like, is this a 6 or a 9? She's like, oh, yeah, good call.
I don't know. I had to look in the book. Now you can see.
Ooh. And his wife found some super cool glass buttons that will make cool Baron tops. Oh.
Ooh.
You know this crowd loves some buttons too.
All right, now you can see this one is a little bit more opaque. You can see some color coming through there, but not a lot.
Yeah, there's some of these that were kind of on the
Number
transition.
6. Yeah, really, they were. And it was, you know, it was, okay, here, this is an opaque pink. What's this one? This one is, 100.
Was it 100 or
I don't know.
001?
I don't know.
You want me to reference the book?
You could. Okay, this is definitely transparent. I love it.
Let's see.
It's going to change your color ever so slightly.
If you want to print yours out, get yourself a binder.
Yeah, no kidding.
I think it's 001. Yellow green.
Yeah, that's it.
So, see, what I've done is I scan these in, and then I put them into the book.
Oh, see, that's how lovely. Okay, number 12, if you want a transparent pink, that is absolutely fantabulous. I'm almost through the whole thing here, guys, and then we're going to really honestly do some things that I told you we're going to do. 020D. Well, I don't know what that D means.
Because there was an
No.
A, B, C, D.
This one's got some, this one has some of the
001.
U.S. art supply stuff in it, I just about guarantee you. See? It's just barely visible.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put some down here on this pink.
But what it's going to do, put it over the dark stuff there, in kind of your dark circle. Then it's really, see, now you see more of it. Because it color shifts.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a sec, let me get my lid back on. And some of these have been, but this little piece of paper that we're making right here, it will be used in some form or another in our book, in our tag book. So, all right, here we go. And I think this is the violet. This is number 5. Oh, I didn't write it down on this one. We'll just keep working on this one because it's kind of...
Yeah, it's looking really good.
It is looking good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh! This has a little more oomph to it.
Which number is this one?
This is number 5.
Oh, yeah, this is a good purple.
But it's ever so slightly.
But see how it bumped up. What's lovely about it, because it's transparent, how it bumped up the readiness because of the orange.
Yeah. All right, let's do it over another. Okay, let's do it. Look, we can get a trifecta right here.
Perfect. That's exactly where I was thinking. And see how different from what it looks like over the orange to what now it looks like over that reddy red. Then it almost goes to, like, you know, that deep purple to then a little brighter and then browns out with the green. Because it does have reds in it.
Yeah. It is more. Well, actually, it's more. I've got a...
You got a more mulberry.
Pardon me. Here's number 7. Right. Oh, yeah. And I can tell you right now, this is going to be very much more transparent. And I can't get any, but we can... This is more of your red violet, whereas this was blue violet.
What happened to your lid? Did you just stick your sleeve in your lid and flick
No, I
it
think
down?
I just knocked it off.
Okay.
I heard something.
Yeah. I just didn't know if you were still flinging it about on your sleeve.
Still
Or...
flinging it about. Okay. All right.
I didn't want to have to hunt that down.
I'm emptying the cart so that I'll know what I've shown you and what I haven't. Oh. Well, this one says Flow Extender.
Oh.
Oh, I can't get it open.
I think you loosened it. Now look at how slicky that still is. Careful.
Oh. Oh, yes, I used this the other day. I did use this. You can tell. That's this blue right there.
Yeah. Hey, you take it. I don't just want me to do it.
All right. Well, okay, Flow Extender
Yeah.
has been added to that.
That's why it's real soupy.
Made it really nice and... Okay, I can't get the lid on there right. Can you mess about with that?
Will do.
I'm trying to get O2OA out here.
Yeah, at least it's this green, purple and green rocker world.
All right, that's a nice semi-sheer with a bit of, you can see a little bit of the color iridescent stuff from US Art Supply. Because that's really the only thing I use. Okay, here's another purple. Seem to be well, I like purple. I can tell you this has US Art Supply stuff in it. Oh, this is not boding well.
No.
Oh, it's still a little bit sticky. Okay, that's nice.
Ooh, Diane's her favorite flower is a petunia with green center and the purple outside frill. Grows like crazy and doesn't really need any pruning.
Oh.
No.
We had some volunteer zinnias out here. Okay, I think the rest of these are opaque or
Yeah.
I've used them. And I found... Okay. I really like this color a lot. And
Big shocker there, right?
Yeah, here's... Oh, see? This is nice. This is a...
Yeah, that one looks...
It's in with my family of colors that I really like.
It's kind of rusty.
Kind of rusty. Pinky rusty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a good one. Well, I don't know. I obviously don't have a formula for this one. I can guess at it, but... Okay. There. Now, gone through all of these pots. Really, you know, I want to keep some of these out here. But look at all of those nice colors that we've got going on here.
Yes.
Now, we do really need to bring in more of that red. But I do have a little there.
Yeah. And even your last little bit of purple that you put over there. That
Yeah.
went sort
Needed
of.
that, for sure. That, I need to repeat more of that. And this turquoise blue also.
Oh. Eddie once had oxblood Doc Martens.
Oh.
I have some blue suede ones. I have some patent leather with a like a alligator kind of texture to them.
Yeah?
And then I have the, you know, regular.
Okay, now, before... Okay, I don't know what to do with this because I'm kind of... I want to do... Okay, well, obviously we can go a long ways on that one. I'm kind of liking this.
Yeah.
I it's got enough there.
You know what I think would be kind of cool with that one? Is if you came in later on, once we have it like made into a tag or, you know, whatever it's going to be, and put some of the stars over it. I think that would be really cool. Either in some stencil butter or just white.
To really accentuate. Yeah, I agree. Okay, I think I'm feeling the same way about this. I would use this and what Mariah just said. I want to use the new stencil over that today.
Show them the new stencils yet? No, you haven't.
I haven't. And I don't know, I'm kind of okay with that. It's got enough going on there. Definitely, I love this. I don't want to do anything to that right now. This is kind of poopy brown. And this is some of, yeah, we're going to work with both of those.
Those are some Carrie's designs.
Carrie's. This is the last one that I did the other day. And pulled it with my super pulling formula. Which, is this in the book?
In some form, yes. That gets altered often, and thus the
Well,
extended label.
every time I run out of this, I change it and do a little bit. I've got 4 different jars here that have some of that in it. Okay, definitely we're going to do something with that. I'm waffling on this. I really like it. It's not quite my color range that I like, but I don't know what to do to it
I
quite
can
yet.
spray some lime green on it.
Well,
I could even fade it from like orange to lime green, which would be cool.
There's open paper there.
I know. I think it'll take it, and especially if I spray it from the back.
Okay, I would concur and like that. And again, the reason the sprays are great, well, most of them are. You have most of your sprays are transparent.
For the most part, yes. I do have some distress ones that do they're very opaque.
I like this one, but it needs more. This one needs more. I'm kind of liking this one like it is until I decide what else I'm going to do to it. I love this. I'm not doing anything to that. Now, are you all seeing these as I go through these?
Are y'all seeing those?
I know. Mariah said that I don't show them.
Well, some people said I'd like to have a little more time with them.
Okay. Well, remember, I'll talk about this one because, and sometimes I'm really happy that I don't line them up exactly because I can see what the other, what was underneath this one.
Yeah, it tells
because
the story.
I didn't. Yeah, it tells a story. And anyway, I sort of like that. This was that light pink, and I think the stencil I used was either this one or the other one with the wider bands. I don't know. I can't tell. No, this was, here, look, you can see. This was done with the circle, sort of the seal looking thing. Here.
Circle seal?
The circle seal thing. Here, this thing.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that was what was done with.
Maybe
Okay,
that's what
I
we
think
should
that
call
this would definitely...
I'm going to go AKA circle seal.
Okay, there you go. I really like this one just simply because it's got so much personality right now that if I did something to it, I don't know that I would love it as much. I love this one just like it is. It may not be something I use for this, but because of this right down here, I'm not doing anything to that.
Bye, Devin.
Okay, I like this one, but it's kind of grayed out.
Oh God, this one's
I might
stinky. You smell it?
No, but remember I was telling you about, I think some of these things get old.
They do.
I'm going to hand this to Mariah and see if she can do something to it. And then if it doesn't work out,
You won't be mad.
I won't be mad.
Fantastic.
I love this one just like it is. Oh my gosh, look at that. Isn't that fun? And I love this one. I like this one, but I don't love it as much as I do the other one. We're going to do something different to that. And we're going to do something different with this. And we're going to do something different with this. And then we're right down here where if we get to it, we will definitely, or I can just pull these in, It depends on what I've got on the plate.
Yeah.
And we've got little ones and big ones. Okay. Got to get rid of all of these. Okay, now I did want to talk about because I don't want to do anything to these. Alright, I'm throwing those down on the floor.
Okay.
Because I need this pile right here. So I can grab them quickly, you know. Because sometimes you don't know.
You don't.
Okay, we're just going to try to get these all around me here. Like it usually is. Just in case.
Do you guys relate to any of this? Is it
Just
really
in case.
familiar? Or?
Just in case. Okay. And I have a free, so we'll start with some of the big ones. Free plate, well, sort of. It's got some lines on it, but it'll have some more, so we're not going to worry about that. Okay, so we're going to go with this, which is just kind of, you know, I mean, it's interesting, but I think it's going to be way more interesting when we do something else to it. That brings us to today's...
Hey, if you want to scoot over that away ever slightly, you can with your plate. There, perfect.
Oh.
Wonderful.
Okay.
I think that's more centered to you anyway.
Well, it kind of is, but I was just avoiding this over here. Okay, so we've got choices here, my friends.
All right, you've got something fuzzy on near your eyeball, and I'm afraid it's gonna fall in there while you're gel printing. There you go, some fuzzball. I don't know. You got all kinds of fuzzy stuff. She's probably it's because the dust is coming out from underneath where all the little paint pots are.
Could be. Oh my gosh, yes. Did I hit my head on some dusty area?
I don't know, lady. I don't know. Let's not ask those questions.
Really?
You don't want to know.
Yeah, don't
I got
ask.
theories.
I'm just making sure that I've got the 101 out here. And of course it has to be on the bottom. Isn't that the way life is?
Oh, here they come. These are the new stencils.
Okay, this is what we're using. And I gotta make sure I've got it.
Because they go very nicely. And we're calling these Craftsman Lattice. Because they're very Frank Lloyd Wright-ish. Pretty pumped about that. And there's squares and rectangles. And then there's rectangle style 1 and 2.
Yeah. Hopefully, you know, it just depends. Once, you know, most of the time when I get into a stencil, I'm like into it. All right, so what do we want here?
Y'all notice that?
Well, it's just that I've got it here and
I
it's working. I'm
Yeah.
jazzed about what it's doing. All right, so whatever we have, and I'll put this underneath. This is what's nice about having these transparent plates. So wherever you see the stencil, that stuff is going to be the same underneath. So I'm thinking, got eczema itchy, sorry. One of my transparent, I might have to mix some up.
Oh, thanks, Sharon. Sharon really likes these.
She really likes what?
She really likes this stencil.
Ah, yes. This is a good one.
It's good classic design style. I mean, you just can't go wrong with putting some squares and circles and things together.
All right, well, this is already mucked up, so we'll just use this for our palette. Oh, but it does have some good little eyelashy looking gold stuff on it.
Oh,
you better keep that.
Joni M, she watched a documentary on Frank Lloyd Wright on BritBox last night.
Oh.
I like Frank Lloyd Wright.
We'll just pull this up and we'll use this. This one is in dire need of some cleaning up and a little love. Okay, we'll put that over there. It has to be, I don't know what we're
Dealt
going to
with.
do with that. See, I just need, the reason I don't use these for palettes most of the time is because they just take up so dang much room. Then I'm looking at all of my little ones are all clean. Yeah, well, let's just go ahead and use this one. It's all right. Because I need a
Oh,
brayer.
and now Anne feels the same way.
What?
Hello, Tracy. Anne says that she watched a home tour last night. There was a Frank Lloyd Wright house that was still in perfect, unaltered condition.
What? The one with the waterfalls is the one that I'm thinking about.
Yeah, I like that. That's a pretty cool one. I think that one's been renovated a couple of times.
Well,
I don't
they've
know if
had to
it's
renovate because it started
falling off into the
into the stream.
Yeah, I think the concrete was breaking down.
That kind of stuff happens. Okay, so we've got this, and we want to make sure that it's a little bit more transparent than.
Yeah, falling water started falling.
Yeah. But you know, he did chairs, and he did windows and doors and lamps. And
yeah, I think like when he built a house, it was like everything. Furnishings and all.
Yeah. If you don't know about Frank Lloyd Wright, you need to look him up. He's a very interesting dude.
Or it seems that there's a documentary on BritBox. Go check that out.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to get this dry.
Okay, I'm liking this, but I'm thinking I need some I need to make it a little more greeny. Understand, a little more greeny.
Well, perhaps.
Oh, this is really opaque. I don't want to use that. Where's my...
Bye, Trish. Thanks for hanging.
Okay, well, let's just whip a little bit of this stuff in here. This ochre. Hopefully it's not going to. Because I'm just wanting...
Oh.
Well, that was a little bit more than I needed.
So listen to this. I didn't know this. He would design everything down to what the owner wore for the open house. And Joni says that he even designed a dress for one of the women who purchased a home. He wanted her to wear it at the presentation. There you go.
Okay, well, we have a lovely olive green here, which is one of the colors that I do have on my little thing, and it's the color of the leaves. But I don't know that I want it to be quite that extensive. I want to use that more of an accent rather than a...
Yeah.
Okay, that's better. That's better.
All right, Darcy's going into, dinner making mode.
Oh, she is?
Yes, she'll be hanging in the background. Yes, we got some goose poop kind of going on. It's definitely leaning towards the goose poop, but I covered up. My
Well, I think it's hopefully it's not. Oh, that's really great. Oh, we don't care.
This is more like army men green. Like the little army men.
Okay, I'm just setting that over there because I'm gonna need a place to.
Reverend Sonia says you'd want transparent for this, right?
Well, I was hoping it would be transparent. It certainly isn't looking terribly transparent right now. I may have mussed it up with that ochre. It kind of is semi. Gosh, I've got enough on here.
She's got semi-transparent.
I got me some good grass colors going here.
You're about to run your sleeve through the gravy.
Holy moly!
This is a green that keeps on giving. It was plenty.
Okay, well, we'll pull some of this off with tissue paper.
Oh, yay! More tissue papers.
Mm.
No worries, Paula. Hello, Mary. What parts of Texas? We're here in Saxe. You don't have to tell if you don't want to, but welcome.
Okay.
Oh yes, see Martha. Yeah, it's a snowball kind of thing. She started to rearrange some of her cabinets and drawers, and now things are a big mess. That's why P always says, I don't want to do that. Well,
I think it's interesting. I mean, you know.
I don't hate it. I don't love it. Hello, Samantha.
Well, we definitely don't have any of this color of green anywhere in our...
Is it on the tag?
Yeah, I'll show you here in a minute. We might need to work on this a little bit more.
Oh, she's just outside of Waco.
All right, so now we've got this here, and it's fairly dry. Fairly dry, I say. I say. And let's see.
Well, do you want to think about that for a second and show this?
Yeah, I do.
It's very stinky. It just has that, you know, old acrylic paint smell. That's really what it is.
But we'll put it in the drawer with the patchouli.
And, yeah, it needs some patchouli.
Oh,
Yeah, it smells terrible.
it's kind of like stinky feet. Well,
Flip it over. It looks better the other side.
it looks better on the other side. Oh,
Yeah, see?
oh yeah, it
Yeah.
does. How about that? I think this is like its side.
It's still dry.
She kind of warped my...
The sprays will do that.
I think I like it.
I love it. I think it's awesome.
I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to
Smell
do anything to it right now except put it over here so it can
air out.
air out. Now see, this is a very nice green.
Mhm. Oh yeah, see my hands stink. Ugh.
I'm moving that baby out of here. Whew. Well, we're not going to do anything else to it, so I'll just throw it down here on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Still a little wet. Okay. I think that this is nice.
Oh, it looks like a big hedge maze. It does.
Yeah. Izzy
You
loves,
are here.
Izzy loves those things. She really loves them. All right. This is going to be another one of those pulls that I'm hoping I'm going to be able to get it up right away.
I didn't mean to.
What?
Did you sabotage P? I really didn't know that green was going to be so stinky.
I told you though, some of those
Yeah.
fluorescents that I have over here. Turn my paper around here so I've got a...
Oh, yes, or a formal English garden. Yes, Debbie says yes, down on the floor where the smelly feet belong. You gonna pull this quick or leave it down for a minute?
I think I'm going to leave it down for a minute. And I think it should dry rather quickly because that was a fluid acrylic. So we can check it out on this side and see what we... Oh, see, I think that's really pretty. This little sections of it, hither and yon.
Yep.
Hither and yon.
Heather and yawn.
Okay, what do we have here? We have a bunch of monkey muck on here.
There's some rando stuff there.
Yeah. Let's see here if we can match it up to a... Okay, now I'm going to...
Hi, Debbie. What are you doing?
Do I want to use this one or do I want to use... See, I got choices here. go in and use this one, which has more lines. It's more open.
Oh, I need to do, I got a giveaway for the, ATC, or I will do a
This is
ATC giveaway.
This is a little bit larger scale. Let's use this one. You do? Right now?
Well, whenever. Not
Oh,
big-
you
big
can
deal.
do it right now.
Well, I'm gluing something down right now.
Oh, okay.
But remember, how we're doing that is if you guys would come back, leave comments, tell us, what you found interesting, or if you just want to say hello, or who's it, what's it. But do let me know if you want an ATC. And then I'll put you in the drawing for the next one, which we will do the next stream.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get rid of these things. Because our Velveeta box is full.
It really is.
It really is.
Of course, I have another one lined up, but she won't let me use that.
She's not expanding upon outside of this Velveeta box.
Okay, I'm going to use my number 5.
Hello, Jim. Welcome, welcome.
So, go to the book and find number 5.
If you don't know what we're talking about, if you go over to our website and you go to the area where there's guides, tips, and something or others, tips and guides, I think is what the little section is in our shop area, but it's a free download.
By golly, I think I got just exactly the right amount out there. Did y'all notice that? I hope that you are making note of that, since I have not been able to do that all blessed freaking day.
Now, Johnny, we're good. Thank you. We'll see you later.
Whoop-de-doo! And again, I could have turned this upside down, but you've seen how it grabs anyway. Oh gosh, isn't that a beautiful?
Judy P,
What?
tell you what. See, I give her wrench
Well-
back and she starts getting sassy on me.
What?
She says, everyone, send Velveeta boxes to pee on the slide. Thing is, she doesn't go to the mailbox.
I don't. They could disappear and I would never know.
That's right.
I would never know. Okay, we're going to do some, on this piece here, we're going to put this aside for a moment. I don't know if I love that.
That is the Carnival wet strength tissue. It's fantastic stuff. It's a little pricey, but like it comes in huge sheets. You can really cut it down. So overall, really the price isn't crazy. It's just you kind of have to, and we bought it in like super bulk because like, we do this 3 times a week. So yes, we are iced in for sure. Now Brad and I did go out and about yesterday, but it was, they didn't even put down sand or anything on the roads. They're just kind of like, meh. Guess out here, Saxy Widely, it's like, meh.
Those people need to stay at home.
Just stay at home. It's fine.
Okay, so hopefully this is going to, kind of be cool looking. I'm hoping.
Carrie also has a, couple hundred partially finished ATCs willing to send us. Good. Good. I got my own,
Yeah.
rat killing to do over here.
Hey, seriously though, most of those are ready for a backing.
Yeah, I do the backs. Sometimes I do a little bit to the front if I think that it needs it, and she's not going to look at it again.
And sometimes I know what she does.
Yeah, and then she says
I'm
things.
not always real thrilled about what she does.
Sometimes she is thrilled.
Sometimes I am thrilled. Sometimes I just pretend like I did it. Okay. Let's see. Oh, look at that. We got a really kind of a shadowy.
Oh, Mary wants to know what an ATC is. Well, Mary.
Oh, Mary, we can get you so
Number
no doubt.
one, you've got to. We would, if you're on Facebook, we would love you to come and join the Facebook group because that's where we swap such things and tags and all sorts of business. But ATC is artist trading cards, and so like I'm working on one right now. But they're just little pieces of artwork that you make, and then you trade them with other people, or give them out on your YouTube
This has
channel.
got to be it. Okay. Hey, look at this.
Yes, that is correct, Anne. Please, in the comments that you guys come back and leave on this particular video for the next, I'll draw on again on Sunday with the little wheel. But yes, please let me know. Yes, ATC.
I'm glad I started looking around because I don't want that. It's too opaque. But this, I think this is what I want over this whole thing. Because then what it's going to do, in the white spaces, it's going to be pink. It's going to pink out the purple. And it's going to make the sort of tealy color into more of a, hopefully, violet.
Nice.
But now look, see when I went over that yellow that I had down with my number, you gotta make sure, see how that lid's kind of cockeyed? You understand cockeyed?
It's number 5.
Number 5. It's not going on there just right.
Well, and if the paint gets kind of down in the grooves, they do tend to
Well,
get...
and this little thing in the inside of the lid, if it's hopping up there, oh, I don't know, looks pretty good. Yeah, okay, there we go. Now it's sitting down properly. Okay, I didn't want to mess that up, so I'm turning that around. I'll go with the green.
Oh, that's a fantastic idea, Diane.
What is that?
She says this is one wackadoo weather is one reason she hung on to her bread maker. And I have issues like with appliances that have like one purpose, but see that is some good justification right there.
Okay, well, I think this still needs some more, but for right now, we're going to put it aside, and we're going to get some of this pink on this plate.
Yes, some save and seal. Yeah, the what is it? What's the sticky sealing stuff? It's like the saran wrap, but the really, the sticky one.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I think that's what. But yes, Joan. She says, would you recommend putting some seal and save? Yes, on the top of the paints to cover them. Yeah, that is a brilliant idea.
Okay.
Also, highly
Yes.
recommend doing that to like Mod Podge or anything.
Yes, and you are absolutely right about that. Have I done that? No. But it needs to be done. You can tell this is kind of old, clunky paint because it's got little gobbies.
Yeah, press and seal. Yeah. That's the stuff.
Gobbies.
Gobbies.
Little gobbies. I don't know from whence they came.
But they arrived.
But they are. Oh, it didn't even. That's really good. Boy, I'll tell you what. Really batting 100 today.
I knew you were going to say that. Now, I'll show you an ATC here in just a second when I get it all the way done. And then we'll do the little giveaway.
Is that the one we're going to give away?
I don't know about that. I've kind of
Are you
become
getting fond of it?
I have.
Yeah.
This is the problem. When I start working on them, I become a little in love with them. And it's hard to let go.
Now look at that. Other than, there isn't any down there. But that's all right. I'll hand it to Mariah. She can spray it. I don't know that the green went where I wanted it to.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still okay with this. I think that's a good one. Let's see if it's going to come up. Oh, yeah. And still leave behind some other nice stuff that we can add on to our next. Let me put that down there. Isn't that beautiful?
I'll tell you. I think
That has, I don't, it's number 12. I don't know what's in number 12.
Yeah?
But I like number 12. It's mighty fine.
You know what? I think we have conditioned this thing. So we got a new chomper because I was like, I'm a little worried. but it always kind of like snaps back. The other very funny thing about it is that the new one says nay to the thick things, but I think we've bent this one enough that it actually works really well on the thick ones. Not so great on the not thick stuff. So.
Well, good. Well,
Yeah.
just you need to write thick, thin.
Well, remember I wrote on this one because it didn't work for a while.
Oh, yeah,
Remember?
there's an X. The X side is the side that I like the best anyway.
It is.
It really honestly is. Okay, well, we're just going to set this aside for a while. Now, I can tell you right now that this has retardant in it. See this? Yeah.
Yeah.
All of those. If you want to cut back on the retarder, then it's not going to be, it won't be open. It'll just be plain paint.
Yeah.
And that is not going to adversely affect anything else.
Right.
All right, so we're going to get really brave on this one. We're going to do Prussian blue.
I know, Deb, but we have such a great community over there. I feel the same. Some days more than others, for sure.
What is it?
Oh, the Facebook.
Oh, Facebook is just such a...
But I love makers. And I don't know where else or how else to,
Okay. Now, remember what color we used on this? Do you remember?
You've done things that I don't even recognize that thing.
And went with the number 5 over the yellow. Why is this now brown? Because if you put purple over yellow, you will most always get brown. But it's a nice brown. It's a purpley brown. You know, it's I don't know if that's done yet, but I really do. I really like it. I like it a lot. And because I was a little off there, you can see what is underneath. But because this one was a lot more, and which one was that?
Where did that come from?
That was this one, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I like that. All right, I think we're going to attempt to do something here. I don't know if this is going to work or not.
Yeah.
I don't have the time nor inclination to clean it up. So we're just going to go with it and whatever will live. Pardon me. Okay, golden. Some Prussian blue. Haven't used Prussian blue in a while. And I want to do this one. Let me check and see if it's dry enough. Yes, it is.
Oh, well, Mary, I mean, we got lots
that
of...
one for the pickup.
You'll love makers if you want to go over there. We got all kinds of people that are quilters, different crocheters, I mean, everything. We have everything at Makers.
Yes, we do. We have oil painters. We have, what do we have? It's mixed media. Well, I certainly got enough of that on there. It's all right. I'm going to be putting my stencil down, and I want it to be able to reach through the grooves.
Hopefully that didn't mess us up. Okay.
We'll probably have to do a couple of tissue paper. I don't know.
Hello, Dawn. I was grabbing my keyboard. And... Oh, Diane was. Hold on here. I don't know why Nightbot didn't like that.
Look at this. You can even see it through. Sometimes I'm just so impressed with my choices. Other times I'm like, what?
Nightbot doesn't like assemblage. I don't know why he doesn't like that, but He timed out both Diane and Sharon.
Assemblage.
Yeah, I don't know.
Really?
Oh, ASSS. Yes. I don't know why. Like with the whole word together, it's very particular. We're gonna blame that on.
Okay, I will bring this back in just a minute, y'all, but I've got to move along here. Sort of try to line it up a little better than I did that.
Yes, the first three.
Whoa!
Ooh, boy. That's some stuff right there.
That's the stuff right there. Whoops. We had a sucky down moment.
That's the stuff that P can do that, is because of her batiking abilities.
Pardon. All right, we're going to let that set up. And I love it because you can actually see through the stencil. You can see that beautiful gold. That was simply wonderful. Simply wonderful. Okay, let's bring this back. And this has already got gold on it. But what we're going to do is we're going to do sort of just kind of the opposite here.
Okay.
I'm going to use that same stencil, but I'm going to put gold down. So gold, and I'm going to use the, I need to have another one set up ready to go. Oh, here, I want to show you this before we look at this.
Ooh. You hear that baby laughing?
She's so funny. Okay, now we got to get old Green back there because we're going to do something with old Green here in a minute. And maybe even old Green's cousin. Okay, so that was the stencil that I used. So let's use another one. In this group, I'm going to show you the others in the group.
Change it up a little bit. By Anthony.
Okay, so I've already talked about these. This is the same thing, but it doesn't have any solid things in it. And then it has it alternates with circle, square, circle, square. That's kind of cool. Now, can you see it if I went over this whole thing with Prussian?
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
All right, everybody's on board with that. Alrighty, so Prussian.
Oh,
Now,
she did.
what about this?
Hold on. I don't do this thing. That was probably my fault when I, accidentally hit the keyboard thing. I gotta flip you around. Hold on.
Me or my table?
Yeah.
Was I upside down on my head?
Yes.
Well, that's rude.
No, it's just the top.
You just do not need to let that happen, Mariah. That is not my best side. Okay.
That's funny. Sorry.
We're kind of finished. I'm really wanting to...
Mary, there are some people, yes. In fact, now, we have done the fabric. We've done t-shirts and we've done
so
bags.
that's more or less the same as this.
But there are a lot of others that do pieces of fabric and have even, quilted them and done that.
And I haven't even made it to the smaller...
That sort of thing.
What time is it?
You've got 26 minutes. Here, can you show that?
Shoot me
in
in
the
foot.
technology, and then I'm going to do the giveaway.
Check this out. Remember, this is the one that I made that custom color, that custom navy blue color, and put it through.
I don't know if I'm willing to let this one go yet.
Whose stencil is this, Mariah? Is this?
That's Carrie's.
Carrie's.
And then in the background there, you see Rhonda Dona's, the little flurry. Well, there is a little
Victorian
flurry.
wallpaper.
Victorian. Look at her remembering. Proud of you.
And this is this on the back here is one of my drawings. And Mariah
Shrunk it down.
She put spray stuff
Yeah, I
on
think
it.
this goes to the champagne room. It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
It didn't start out there,
No, it didn't.
but by the time Mariah got through,
Might have to make those edges look pretty nifty too. I may not be
absolutely,
completely done.
I expect that.
Okay, let me do the little giveaway real quick.
Okay, I'm just going to put this stencil over the top of this so we can peruse the possibility of what's going to happen here.
Let me close them. There's the wheel.
Well, you know, if I matched it up, of course I won't, but I think it's kind of cool that it's off a little bit. You know, kind of.
Patty Fulton. All right. Patty, if you're here, let me know. I thought I saw she was here earlier. I don't know if you're still here.
Who is it?
Patty Fulton. She's been at a couple of streams now. But let me know. Reach out to me. I think I might even have Patty's address, but do reach out because, you know, I forget things. And then y'all come back. Oh, she is good, good, good. Okay, Patty, be sure to go over to Makers or onto Facebook or just email me.
All right, I really need my big.
If you need my email.
It's on
here.
my big plate. Right, I really do need another
9x12.
9x12. And she wants to know where I'm going to put it, and I don't know, but I can guarantee you I can find a place for it. All right, we're going to do the same thing here as we did with the other one, so that we've got. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my paint down.
Okay.
Then I'm going to put my stencil down. Need to make sure. Okay, I need to flip that.
Can you scoot a little closer to your brayer off? Your not you. Sorry. Scoot,
Oh.
you. You're fine. There we go.
That was funny.
Me? Plate? What?
Okay, now, the reason I have this one now is because I was going to use a smaller plate, but I'm not going to, so I'm putting this over here. That is the 8 by 10. This is the 9 by 12. This is the one you want to use on your big plate. Okie dokie. Now I need to make sure I've got it going the right way. It's kind of hard on these ones that are really thin.
Oh, it posted it up there, Darcy. It's there.
Okay, so I've got these two greens that are both, you know, singularly unremarkable in their present form. So we're gonna do some Prussian on them.
That's cool.
What?
Diane said she bought a circle stencil years ago and she couldn't figure out why she couldn't get a good print with it. After about 20 pulls, the stencil became 2. They were stuck together and sold in a package. Bonus.
Oh my God, that's something I would
No,
do.
it totally is.
So totally do.
Yeah, and then I don't think, Nightbot will, like, if one person goes, it will time it, so, like, it won't spam it.
Did somebody say assemblage again?
No. Who knew it was such
I've
a
seen
dirty
some
word.
assemblages that probably didn't need to be viewed, you know, with small children present, but
Oh, that's funny.
I don't know that Nightbot knows that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what is happening here, but boy,
Which,
this just doesn't seem.
which
You know, a
one did-
while ago I had like whoa, and now I'm kind of going. Nah.
yeah.
Gotta get that baby down there. This may be the next one. May be a dry pull for sure, because that was not acting right. I could tell it was not acting right. I forget, the 9 by 12 needs a bit more paint than the 8 by 10.
There you guys go. There it is. That is my email. So, Patty, please email me there. Give me your address. Just remind me, ATC winner. and it will be on to you in the next day or so.
Guess I just didn't get paint there. It's done.
It's done.
It's done.
It's-
That's all it's gonna give. Well, that's kind of trippy.
It is, but I like it.
I think it needs some spraying.
Okay, well, it needs to dry.
Yeah, it does, because it's still glossy. And I can guarantee you that this is not going to be...
Hi, Chris. And hello, Chris.
Just clean those edges up a little bit. You know, usually it's okay.
Ooh, that looks cool, though.
It does. And it's not totally dry, but it's not wet enough that it's going to... So I'm going to wait. And we'll pull this with another color. Okay, let's see what we've got here. If this can come off now. What?
Diane's now just, she's really interested in messing with Nightbot to see, you know, what other words can get her in trouble. I'm excited that you're kind of pulling these in one day. I mean, normally we have to wait a day or two.
Look at that.
That's fantabulous.
See if I've got a board here so I can get this up into the technology.
You can come down a little bit. There you go. Chin level is best. Yeah. But then, yeah, move it.
And isn't that cool? Those little specks of turquoise in there, which that was some of the mucky muck that was left on the plate.
Mm-hmm.
Along with the gold stripes.
That's that.
I mean, you know, it just doesn't get much better than
I
that.
just think this took two streams.
1, 2.
Because this one started in the last stream, right?
Right. This was the third. This was the third layer.
No, there's 1, 2, 3. There's at least 4.
Well, the reason you say that is because you're seeing this stuff that was left on the plate.
Ah.
And that's kind of a false, I guess you could say, because
Technically, it took a while
Technically.
to build up that.
technically,
Technically.
it could have been many.
Yeah.
Who knows how many. But, you know, that's the wonderful stuff that happens just often enough to keep you coming back and doing some more. Because sometimes I'm just like, oh my God.
It's been days.
These are so, I cannot believe these are the worst prints I've ever pulled in my entire life. Okay.
Yeah.
We still have 2 more to go. What's the time? Do I have enough time? Do I have enough time? I never have enough time.
Well, you got a little over 15 minutes.
Well, look at this. We've got some nice gold on here. This, and we want to use this. And so I'm thinking on this one, a pearly white. What do you think?
Ooh. Yes. I like that idea.
A pearly white using this. Or this. It's going to block out more. Yeah?
Let me see the print again. So lay that on top of the print. So
Oh,
we can
that's a good idea. That's a really splendid idea.
Some of it's still going to come through, but I like that idea. I think this is cool.
Or do we want to go with this?
No, it's too busy.
But see, I'm going to go with that pearly white.
I know.
So it's just going to be suggestive.
Well, I'm just, you know. Don't ask if you don't want answers.
I am so, yeah, about that. Okay.
I don't
Alright.
know, though. Now I'm kind of leaning towards what you were saying. What do you guys think?
See, this is going to block, where those big blobs are, you're going to see everything that's there.
Yeah.
But now if I go with this one, it is just going to be everywhere. And the reason I said that was because if I use that pearly white, which is almost, it's a little bit,
It's not going to knock it out.
it isn't going to be anything that's, you know,
Yeah.
going to write home. It's just going to be over the top of it, like a film.
Do that.
Okay. Everybody agrees.
Yeah.
We're going to go with this one.
Well, we had 2 for solid circles, and I think 2, maybe 3 for the other.
Okay, so I don't want to get rid of that because I'm going to use that, right? Yeah.
Oh, there's been more for the solid.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Bye, Heather. Thanks for hanging.
Okay, well, let's do it.
All right.
Okay. Now, because this is, I'm not going to do the ghost print thing. We're just going to do straight on.
Yeah.
And I'm going to pull it up and put the other one down. Okay? Everybody got that?
Got it.
Do you understand why?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Si, senor.
Don't be afraid to use some paint.
Get down in there.
All those rare offs that I've gotten over here, y'all see me using them all the time.
It's just going to have a little purple mixed in, I guess. It's just
Oh, ever so slightly. Oh, what is this?
stuff usually activates things. Did you break it?
Well,
Did with
I don't
your
know if
rough braring.
I don't know if I did or if it arrived that way.
I don't
Might
think it
be a-
arrived that way. I think you've been rough with it. She hangs it on the thing over here. Don't treat your stencils that way and they won't be, you know, angry with
Yeah, I don't know.
it. It'll be alright.
It'll be all right.
It's still going to get the image down. Pretty impressed with your lineup there.
Oh, shit.
No, I am. Like,
Oh,
I mean, it's off a little, but overall, I think you got it.
told you that gives you information. Don't forget to do that to your brayer. You'll have wavy lines on it.
No.
It's not going to make you happy. It's make me happy. There we go.
Oh, Diane says her 8x10 does the same saggy left corner. She wonders why.
The what?
The saggy left corner of the gel plate.
Oh, yeah. I just
Maybe
think,
just from the pushing.
yeah, could be. Well, we're going to have a lovely image there to work with, but check this out, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Some bling bling. I like it.
It's shiny and shiny.
Mm-hmm.
Shiny, shiny. Okay, so we're going to turn this over and you're going to see what's there. We have yet to pull up the lovely red lines that have been on there for
3 streams, I think.
I don't know how long. I thought I'd gotten rid of all of them, but I
It's gonna have to be a tape situation.
obviously had not. I might have done that. No, that wasn't. Yeah, it was. I might have mucked this up when I was doing my rubby business.
Uh-huh. It looks like
Okay,
it.
be careful with that. I think it'll relax back out.
If it doesn't tear or anything like that, one of the ways that you can get your stencil back in shape is just kind of warm it up a little bit. You can do that either like in warm water. You can put the hairdryer on it. Don't go nuts.
Yeah,
If it's summertime, it's really great. You can kind of just leave it outside for a second, and it just flattens out lovely. So just some FYI, stencil kind of upkeep with the U-bow.
well, I had one down here that I ran over 2 or 3 times with my
Yeah,
chair before I.
and you left it in the window and it evened out.
Mhm. Just trying to get that whatever the.
Yeah, or maybe flip the plate around,
Oh,
give it, equal.
yeah, and I know because I'm looking at this and remember this is the one that I did the rubbing on, and I really that was not such a good thing. I can hang them up here and it doesn't hurt them. But I think the rubbing was what
Yeah, you.
mussed it about. Okay, I'm not going to do anything with this. I want to make sure it's dry because We're going to pull this with some really awesome color like,
That's what she did too. Prussian.
Well, I want something that complements my red.
Oh. Prussian?
No, Mariah, that's not. That's not
funny.
it.
It's funny.
Okay, well.
Oh, Jacqueline, it is one of the, can you show the U.S. Art Supply, the pearly color that you used? But it's one in that set of the U.S. Art Supply iridescent paints.
And this is Gold Interference Pearl.
Now, something...
I like this a lot. But it also comes in the kind of with a blue.
And I think the U.S. Art Supply, actually, they have a set of just the pearly ones, I think.
And then this kind of reddy. I love these. I mean, I really... You're bang for your buck. You can't go wrong with this.
Yeah. There's actually there should be 4 of those.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. It's right back here. Okay. So this one's kind of a pinky. This is the lavender, the purple. And I think they actually are for
red.
Violet interference.
Oh.
Violet interference. This is red interference.
Yeah. And see, this is why we do the swatch things too, because see how different.
Yes, and the thing is you're not going to remember that.
No.
I mean, even if you, but who wants to sit here and read it and go, I wonder if that's the one. When you can just look at the back and go, oh yeah.
That's the one.
That's the one. That's some stuff.
And if you're watching this on replay, I know you guys are here live right now, but if you're watching on replay, a lot of the links and to our blog are down below in the Show Me More area, like the description box. Open that up. All the links to like the Facebook groups, to our website, to the blog, all of what we talk about during the streams are going to be there. And then some affiliate links and things of that nature. And most of the paints and everything that we talk about, you're going to be able to find that either in the blogs or our commonly used section, which is one of the blogs. But we link off to all of those different things. So great information to fairly access, fairly easily.
Okay, this is dry. We're going to. Okay. We're going to do something here.
She says it's close to 5 o'clock.
Oh.
Massey. Hey, stop bumping the thing.
Mazzy says it's time for her supper.
I know.
Well, I'm not going to start. I won't start
She's
this then.
bumping me.
She did what?
She's bumping me.
Mazzy, you bad dog. Okay, well, really what I want to do is I want to pull this with this, I think. I don't know. If I use a really wowsy-powsy color on this, well, since it's the end of the stream, here, let's just do it. Okay, we're doing it. Don't sign off yet.
Oh, yes. Lovely.
Mariah, don't sign off.
No, I'm not signing off.
Okay, here we go. Now, you realize we won't be able to pull this until later. Little half.
That's barely even worth mentioning.
Really. Now, this is Pebeo. I like this stuff.
Pebeo.
But price-wise,
U.S. Art Supply is like the
yes.
business.
And quality-wise, I do not notice a big difference in these.
Like the viscosity of it.
And the nice, well, this, they both brayer out really nice. Wet strength tissue paper.
Bye, Sharon. Thanks for hanging.
Just a second, I will turn this over and you will have some idea of what it's going to look like.
This will be a good, hopefully I can get this one as an Instagram poll. I have some more coming up. I am all done sending out the ATCs and posting Instagram, little flippy through. Those don't do as well over on Instagram as the polls do. people are less interested.
Yeah. Look at that.
That's beautiful.
I liking it pretty good.
Yeah, that's some good stuff. Alrighty, guys. Well, that was pretty good timing there, P.
You know what? I got through almost everything I wanted to do, except I didn't get to any of the little ones using the smaller. All I did was use the big guys today.
Well, maybe we'll come back on like Tweak It Tuesday to do that, but on Sunday we're gonna show some new stencils, probably play around with those, maybe make some new things, do a little, change it up a little bit. I'm hoping to possibly have papers or new things, because I want to build out the book, or at least have an idea of that. So that's kind of my goal. I don't know if that will happen, but you know, we'll see. Is that pretty much it? That's pretty much it. Do come back, leave those comments, let me know if you want an ATC, and we'll do the little giveaway back on Sunday. And we'll see you around on Sunday. Hang out over in Makers. All those links and things are down below.
And I'm gonna go and apply for a tag swap
Yeah, she needs
and a
to sign up.
collage.
Yeah. Oh, you're doing the collage too. Okay.
Hey, I found some papers.
All right. Look at her signing up for
Some
things.
brushos. You know how long ago that's been?
Oh God, brush-ups. Dear Lord, save us all.
Mariah says bad things about brushos.
Well, they keep on giving, and I'll tell you, they'll ruin something real quick. You think you're gonna steal it, and then boom, it's changed, and just bad things. That's my feelings on that. All right, guys, we'll see you back on Sunday. Thanks for hanging. Bye.